Hey guys, and welcome to another speed build. I know I've been gone for so long and then we get 2 in a week. Amen. Praise. Yeah. So this one, I'm not too sure if I'm going to call it Brindleton Victorian or Victorian farmhouse. I'm not too sure. It's meant to look Victorian, but I don't know if it does. It looks more farmhousey, but the inside isn't farmhousey. Who knows? But this build was actually done probably 4 months ago. This one is even older than the last one that came out. This was done, I was in a building mood straight after Brindleton Bay finished, and the Brindleton Bay collab that is, and I built this straight away. I was so happy with it, and then I think I built the outside of it and then something happened and the inside was completely, I think maybe the downstairs was done but the upstairs wasn't, so it just sat there for a while. Then I completed it, but then I still didn't release it. I know, bad. But all of the builds that I've got recorded already that just need editing, I'm going to try and get those out before Seasons comes out, because you all know that when Seasons come out, you don't want to see any of these builds. You're just going to be seasons. So I'm going to get these out. I've still got a mid-century peacemaker build. So yeah, just that one. That was probably going to be the next one, because the other one after that I think is a Victorian as well. That one's CC free. So yeah, I'll probably put out the mid-century one first and then the Victorian. So those are the next two builds to come. I also forgot to say in my last video that I'm planning on bringing the Drifter Challenge back to the channel as well. I did start it on stream, but I kind of just like it being on YouTube. So we're gonna keep the Drifter Challenge here, and also I thought it'd be great to restart it when Seasons happen, because the Drift Challenge plus Seasons equals hardship. Can you imagine being out, no house in the middle of nowhere, and it's winter? That is like, woo, that is called a challenge. So I thought it'd be great to do Drifter Challenge now with the Seasons. I'm excited for it, and I don't know if you know, but if you've been here for a while, you'll hear me bang on about the Drifter Challenge all the time. The only challenge that has actually kept my interest for longer than like 10 minutes. I've tried many challenges before and they haven't held me. Like I like the whole rags to riches thing, but you know, when you get so much money and then it's not really a challenge anymore, it's just normal gameplay, then I get bored. But with the Drifter Challenge, you start all over again each time, so it's perfect for me. I just get to do rags to riches basically over and over again. I love it. So anyway, back to this house. I'm pretty sure this is based on a floor plan. I didn't actually, when I say based on a floor plan, normally I just do it for the outside of the build, because I always look for inspiration for the outside, but I never actually use the floor plan for the inside. I might kind of half look where they may have put stuff, but I'm not really held to it. I just plan it inside the best way I can, and I find normally if I do the outside, if you just concentrate on the outside, you can kind of half think about what's going on the inside, but I concentrate on the outside for it to look great, and you know, the floor plan can kind of, it can squish in there, but it's fine. But yeah, I had fun doing this. The inside ends up being like really kind of pale, soft, almost like pastel colours. I must say I think I attempted to move one of my, no, it was shortlisted for my current household. I was looking for some of my houses to put down for my current household to move into. And I put this down, and you know what? I'm not too happy with the colour choice of floor. Like, it's the pale blue floor that we got with cats and dogs. And it was it's lovely and all, but I think it looks better just having a slightly darker flooring to be contrasting to all the other stuff that is there. So if you get this, you might just want to go in there and just change the floor. Also, I think I tried the Jungle Adventures floor in this, you know, the wooden floor that came with Jungle Adventures. It looks gorgeous in this house as well, because it's more rusticy, slightly more battered and disheveled than the floor that I do end up using. But yeah, anyway, you can see me currently struggling with the garage door. I'd already kind of worked out the garage door on that Muddy Paws vet, and so I wanted to do something similar. I really liked this one, but it wasn't white, and it was dark, and I had really white columns that clashed with the garage door, so we had to switch back to a white one. It looked best being white. And I, for some reason, have left this really, really long pause in it. I can't drag out my sentences any longer. Thank you. I don't know what I was doing then. It's so long ago, I have no recollection really of doing this. Yet another pause. Wow, my editing skills are on point today. But one thing excuse me, one thing I did do during building this was I had a fence glitch. I went to put a fence around the front, all fine, like white picket fence, and then I put a gate on, and I think I slightly moved the gate, and it causes like entire panels to be gone, like entire sections of the fence to disappear. If you don't know about it, yeah, it's an absolute headache, to be honest. I ended up trying to get around it by like putting fences all the way along. I think, yep, you can see there on the right hand side, all of those black handles. That's because there's there's gates all the way along to try and make it a complete fence again. I think I stopped doing this build and then came back the next day, and the fence glitch fixes itself when you kind of reopen the game, so I could remove all of those fences and the fencing will be perfect if you download this. This is already up on the gallery. I am of course going to leave a link in the description box for all of the custom content that is inside of this build that's required. Most of it actually recolors. Recolors of cats and dogs. Lots of recolors came out at that time, and just I'm all, to be honest now, I'm all about the recolors. Of course I love Peacemaker stuff, or kind of like Frankenstein like meshes. That means kind of combining two different meshes within the game, or slightly editing a mesh. One of them, the bed in here, is the spindle frame bed by Industry Sims, and he's taken, you know, that bench, that kind of curved back bit. What do we call it? A bench? It is a bench. That one there. Oh, great timing. That bench there. He took that and basically turned it into a bed frame, which is absolutely gorgeous. So that is one of the bed frames that is in this house. Also, we used another one of his bed frames, which is the high-backed love seat that came with cats and dogs. So lots of just cats and dogs edited stuff in this. And that was actually a request that I sent in to him, and he kindly enough made it, and it turned out beautifully. I may have to recolor that bed frame just to add in my own little color palette in there. But yeah, I really want to get into making recolors and things like that. I have actually created my own color palette. I think is it 30 colors? Yep, 30 colors. It's called the Color Snob palette. I think we can all agree that that is very, very aptly named for myself. And it's just basically 30 great colours. I was gonna try and do like, here have 5 of, I don't know, pastels, 5 dark, blah blah blah. I think it's like in its third kind of revision on the colour palette, but it basically has like 5 pastels, 5 like jewel tones, 5 neutrals, so that's greys and kind of like a greeny grey and a taupey colour. It's got, what other colours? We've got a kind of dirty pastels, if you call them, like muted. Let's call them muted colours. And then what else is there? I think that's all of them. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. But yeah, it's there sitting ready to make recolors. I just want to learn how to keep my file sizes down for recolors. I know that I have, what was it, Picture Amoeba does lots of recolors, and the folder for her is like ginormous compared to Peacemaker. Like Peacemaker's, all of his content in my game is probably only 1 gigabyte, and Picture Amoeba, which is just recolors, is like 2 gigs, and I'm like, oh, what? Of course 2 gigs are great quality content, but I'd like to just have my own recolors in, just have my own palette. I think there's like enough diversity in my colour palette to get rid of all the others, personally. Sorry. But they're colours that I would actually use. Definitely one of my biggest trials was trying to find a navy blue that looked like navy blue to me in the game. It was hard work. By the way, some of these clutter items, they're not going to be there in the build because I started building this. Yeah, this is the story behind this build. I did the Brindleton base, which was all it was all CC free, and then I went to go and build this, and I put in a kitchen, and it was like more alpha, and I was like, oh, to me it suddenly looked weird. Like instantly overnight my whole sense of aesthetic changed, which was really, really strange to me. But yeah, so I actually don't kind of like alpha CC anymore, which is, I've still got a few bits in it. It's not like I've not gone on this, oh my god, you're alpha, get out of my game phase. That's never gonna be me. Yeah, I haven't done that. But some of the things that I don't think really fit in or can't be mixed in, then I have got rid of them. But it's great. Like I have like what's it called? There's a creator called Simagination, and they had kind of more alpha looking. No, it definitely was alpha CC. They'd say it themselves. It was alpha CC, and they made a new, what was it? A new set called False Creek. Was it False Creek? False Creek Home, and that was the kitchen I was trying to use, and I was so excited to use it. You have no idea. I was so excited to use this new set that I had just downloaded at the time of building this, and then I put it in and I was like, no, it doesn't look right. It did bring tears to my eyes not being able to use it, because it was just gorgeous. Mind you though, I have got rid of all of my alpha hairs apart from like 2, and I don't really miss the alpha hairs, which is really strange, because back in the day I used to look at like Max's match hairs and go, oh. So you're constantly evolving and changing. Oh, by the way, that painting there that is on the wall, that is actually no longer available. The creator isn't on Tumblr anymore. I don't know what happened. I don't have the story. Can't spill the tea. But yeah, they're not on Tumblr anymore. So if you download it's not going to be there. I'm not too sure if I'm gonna, man, yeah, it's not going to be the end of the world if it's not there, but I have used their paintings quite a bit in this build. I'll probably remove the paintings from my mods folder because I don't want to kind of put them in there and then you guys are like, oh, but I can't get them. So yeah, I'm gonna remove them from my mods folder, which is a shame. You know, they would have actually stayed in there if I was still uploading my my builds with the CC. I would have kept them in my mods folder, but I'm not anymore, so boo. There's no way of me giving them. I'm sorry. But yeah, so we're on the upstairs. Again, the floor, that was the floor I was talking about, the like pale bluey colour. Very soft and muted in here. It's kind of feminine, kind of feminine, yeah. But yeah, I'm not too sure how I'm going to handle the fact that, like, I've got Max Sims clutter in here as well, and I'm not uploading my, oh god, it's impossible to make links for that creator because I just can't search on their website. The search doesn't work, so I can never search for the objects to find the original links. So I'm just gonna have to point you in the right direction is about it. But they're just clutter items like that bag. I love that bag. It's like in every single build I do. It's just great clutter. I think now I might get rid of maybe Max Sims as well. Oh god, so bad. But I'm on like a constant evolving, changing mods folder, and I'm thinking maybe just using Brindleton Lotus for my clutter because they're like Max's Match. They're liberated items, separated items that are already in the game, so it fits in beautifully, so why not use it? And I think like clutter like cans and stuff to put on kitchen shelves, they're great. I don't think they've got any bags because I don't think there's bags in the game to liberate, if you get what I mean. So, but I've left in the footage for this bathroom. I'm actually really happy with this bathroom. I don't think it's very white and cream and biscuity coloured, and I'm in love with it. I think those are recolors of the walls as well, the walls that came with Parenthood. Those tile and like wainscoting walls are gorgeous from Parenthood. Unfortunately the colours are just awful, so that's where recolors come in handy. I think I can be called the queen of recolors now, for the amount of recolors I have in my game. But recolors are life. They just expand on something that is already great, to be quite honest. We're now doing a teenager's room. So we've done the master bedroom first, and we're moving on to the teenager's bedroom. I wanted them to be quite sophisticated. I don't think I ever not makes people sophisticated. That's a bit of a problem. I was doing Gavin Sims Flip This challenge on stream the other day, and I rolled, you have to roll the dice to determine what kind of renovation you do on the house, and I rolled I think a 3, and a 3 is to make it into a party house, and I was like no, that's not me. It already looks like a party house because it's kind of like run down and mishmash of like styles and colour wallpaper, and I was like, yeah, that's not really a challenge because I would just leave the house as it is to call it a party house. So I rolled again and I got like total renovation that I could do, so I could basically do whatever I wanted, and I had so much fun with it. That one should be up in the gallery, and that is CC free. If you're looking for another CC free build of mine, it's up on the gallery now. It's called Autumn Abode. We thought we'd get in there with the seasons. We thought we'd get in there early, pre-season type. And yeah, that's CC free, and it has a kind of like rusticy, modern rustic industrial interior. and kind of farmhousey, rustic, modern exterior. It is on a 30 by 20 lot, just FYI, just in case you were wondering. I did cut out the footage of doing the garage in this house because garage is a garage, but there is a washing machine and everything, a utility room in the garage so you can do your washing. I do still add those into houses when I do them, but I tend not to put many pet things. I think I've put pet things in this build because cats and dogs have just come out, but I think I've stopped putting pet items in my houses now. I kind of forget about them. It's really bad. In my current household, I haven't been playing with pets either. Bad me. I don't know. Maybe if they had like some bunnies in there, maybe then I'd play them a bit more. I still haven't got my first pet stuff pack. I'm trying to win it. I've entered various competitions because I promised myself I wouldn't spend my money on it. So I entered Pineapple's 4K build challenge. I didn't win, so no pet stuff pack for me. I think Chloe Sims is doing a 4K. Yeah, she's doing a 4K build challenge, which I'm doing currently on stream now on Twitch. So if you're interested, I'll be continuing that on Wednesday. And that one, actually, it's really cool. I'm doing an industrial, like renovated warehouse development. So there's going to be like 2 family homes which are converted warehouses, and then there's actually an area which is like an old car park that has food trucks on it. I'm loving the food truck idea. It just came to me during stream and I was like, yes, I hadn't even planned it. So I'm doing that on stream, but we're coming right up to the screenshots. This is up on the gallery if you want it. The link is in the description box for all of this CC that I've used. So enjoy yourselves. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon with yet another build. Bye guys.